Hey guys, it is Pyron Zero. I've had some requests to do some commentary with this series, so ask and you shall receive. Today we're going to be drifting helplessly without fuel and seeing how that goes for us. The very first thing I'm going to do to make this interesting is make sure that before I do it I have the attention of all of the gods, because this is amusing. So I tracked down some mushroom wine and some live specimen, which was not cheap, but Storm is a cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything, and is also a she. So there you go. Storm is a messy eater. And I have Storm's attention, and I can now get Stone's attention. Bring fuel for her flame. So there you go, also a female, who now has my face. There you go, I'm an unfinished man. Cool. Yeah, to track down a watchful curio, that involved going all the bloody way over to Irem. Can I actually sell my fuel? Yeah, I can. I can sell it for 0Z stories. So let's go ahead and be an absolute numpty and do that. Cool. I'm out of here. Alrighty, see you later. Cool, I think I made some sort of mistake. Without fuel, your ship is just an oddly shaped house located somewhere you really don't want to live. And it gives you a note. If you have fuel or you're in a position to purchase some, you don't have to worry about that, which is quite nice. I have supplies, so if you were actually caught in this sort of situation, what you would want to do is this or this. If you have two supplies, this one definitely, this will guaranteed get you one fuel. This one will consume one supplies for a 50-50 chance to give you one fuel. And the rest of these are funnier. So let's do these. Like, this is actually the sensible option in these circumstances. But let's say we're out of supplies as well. Let's make a sacrifice to Storm, the god on the roof, angriest of the three. He's as likely to crush you as save you, but you could hardly be worse off after all. He will require a death. Time to draw lots. Wait, wasn't Storm referred to as a she in the House of... it doesn't matter. Let's go. The blood of the sacrifice is black in the deck lights. The crew are silent. No one will look at anyone else. The Z stirs. It withdraws, flattens unnaturally, rises up in a wave as high as a hill. Your ship is borne up, 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 high enough that you glimpse the roof of the neath and then comes smashing down. So I've gained 58 hull, and I've lost 2 crew. I suspect that's not supposed to happen. I'm actually supposed to take like crap loads of hull damage because that was a failed roll. But there you go, I gained 58 hull. I suspect it may have been supposed to be subtract 58 hull or set my hull to 58, or I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting. So let's try a sacrificed Stone. The kindest of the gods of the Z, but that's not saying very much. She has a great wound, from which a river of blood flows. Wound yourself in memory of her, and perhaps she'll show mercy. An unlikely find. Your ship's doctor bandages the wound efficiently. You pace the deck and ignore the pain as best you can. Your engineer approaches. Captain, there's more fuel in the bins than I'd realized. Just a little. I'd looked 3 times. I'm sure it wasn't there before, but now it might be enough. That was a fortunate roll. So I wounded myself, but I gained 1 fuel. You know what I'm going to do with that? Piss it up against the wall, because what fun is it living? This is not dumb ways to have your game saved hilariously. This is dumb ways to die, okay? So, bang, bang. Oh no, oh shit, I'm out of fuel again. Okay, let's fire a distress flare. This is very unlikely to work. If it works, you may regret what it brings. The undersea is not exactly as warm with friendly ships. The flare rises, rises, rises. Bursts in a shower of red and soft white. The spark descends, softens, fades, and is gone. The Z laps the hull. Try again, Ryan, the bosun murmurs. You blink at him. He shrugs. Just something I used to say in spite. So I gained 1 terror and lost 1 flare, so that was a failed roll, it did nothing. Yep, so the last one is abandoned ship. But I don't believe we made a sacrifice to Salt yet. Salt, the god of horizons and farewells. Who knows what he'll do? Whisper a secret in the dark, and we'll see. A white Z-Bat. It lands on the rail and cocks its head. It blinks at you, 2 tiny eyes like chips of crystal. It rises and is lost in the deep night of the earth. Your gaze follows it. When your gaze returns to the ship, you realize that the ship is elsewhere. Gasps from your crew tell you you're not imagining it. Perhaps it's not where you want it to be, but that's Salt for you. So, I believe this takes me to King Eater's castle. Yeah. This is exactly how Pirate 1 died. Can we see that? Can we get that up? Lineage, yeah. Captain's lost 1. And if you hover over my name, it says Pirate 2. Yeah, I ran out of fuel, made a successful prayer to Salt, and ended up at King Eater's castle that put me way the fuck further away from Fallen London than I was at the time. I think I was like here, and it teleported me all the fucking way over here. Hilarious. So what can we do at King Eater's castle? We can sacrifice 3 Zailers to heal a wound. For the lulz. Let's go. I've gained terror, lost 3 crew, and lost a wound, which is nice. My surviving Zailers' eyes are wide, but here in this place they dare not defy me. The next and the next. An act of burning faith is actually hilariously good terror reduction. This one you should have already seen a video on. If not, just search my channel. Eat your crew, I do not have the iron for, soz. Offer your stories, I believe, will actually take you back to London, so we're not going to do that one. Silence, desolation, the sense of an impending and terrible mistake. So let's say we also do not have any Z stories. What is our last lot in life? There's no shops. There's none of that crap. There's no supplies, asterisk. Well, we could try another sacrifice to Storm. I've gained more hull. Thank you, Storm. Much appreciated. We can make a sacrifice to Stone. Oh, I took 2 wounds. Jesus. Okay. The wound is impossibly hard to staunch. Your ship's doctor fusses with bandages. The deck is awash. Your vision becomes cloudy at the corners. Through a roaring buzz in your ears, you see the puzzled doctor hold up a diamond splinter. This came from the wound. Thanks, Stone. We took 2 wounds to gain an outlandish artifact and lose 6 supplies. Okay, now we're really fucked. Incredibly fucked. Can we make one to Storm? Let's make one to Storm. Okay, that's the fortunate outcome. The blood of the sacrifice is black in the deck lights. The crew are silent. No one will look at anyone else. With a crash like a thunderbolt smashing a cathedral window, a great stalactite strikes the deck. 2 things become apparent. Firstly, it has fallen on a second crew member, crushing them flat. Secondly, it is improbably encased in a great bolus of coal. So I gained terror, I lost a bit of hull, but I gained 2 fuel. Also at the cost of 2 crew. So you know what we're going to do? Oh, we're going to fang it back out to sea, aren't we? Let's go, lads. Now we're also going to get pretty hungry, but whatevs, we've already done a video on that. And in case you didn't know you can do this, you can just jettison fuel. Now we have this again. Okay, lucky last. Abandoned ship. Draw lots for lifeboat places. Cast yourself on the mercy of the waves. There is a tiny chance that you'll find your way back to London without either crew or ship. Perhaps it'll be better if you don't. Save. do want to try and find out what happens when you do get the occasional positive result from this, but for the time being, let's just assume we're gone. Yeah. One by one, your crew abandon themselves to their fate. You are the last. Your crew quality is gone, and lost with all hands. Gist of G.